أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Habiel Wafi bin ZAIRI. The student ID is 2026855134, and I am from class or group RCS 1104B. So now I'm going to present my individual project that has been assigned to us students for the course code or the subject CSC264. So in this individual project, we were assigned to make to make multiple mobile apps or games. So the main method that I use to make those apps or to make these apps that I'm about to present is by using the MIT App Inventor to create those apps. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. So right now, as you can see right now, this is the main page of my app, and you can see that all the information, like all the basic information of myself. So the name, the student ID, and the class, and there's also the OITM logo on top. But on the below part of the page, you can see that there's a button called apps/games. So when you click on it, it will bring you to a page where you could select. So I've made 4 apps/games, so it will bring you to that page where you can select what games you want to play out of those 4 apps that I've made. So let's click on it. So this is the page. It's pretty simple, but yeah, because this is the navigation page, I guess, because you could choose what app you wanna, what apps/games you wanna try. So in this page, there's actually 5 buttons. First, we have the Rubik's Cube game that I made, and then second, Whack a Waff. I will explain that later. And third, we have Ghost Shooter, and the last one is Calculator. Now the 5th button is right on the below of the screen or the below of the page, student info. So student info is pretty simple. You click on it, you go back to the main page. So it's not really like any complicated thing about that button, but it's still a navigation button which does have its purposes. There we go. So you click on it, you go back here. So okay, now I'm going to explain the apps one by one. So first of all, let's start with the Ghost Shooter. Let's not start with the good one. Let's start with the one of my least favorite apps that I've made. But nevertheless, it still took me quite some time to make it. But yeah, let's start explaining what it is. So Ghost Shooter is a game. So this game is there's like a boy, and you I guess you play as a boy. It's a 2D game. So when you click on the boy, there's like a ghost that spawns randomly on the road, or I guess in the way of the boy. So the boy have like a gun. So when you click on the boy, he will shoot like a blue fireball at the ghost, and it will take like I think around like 3 to 4 shots or 2 to 3 shots for the ghost to be killed, and then after that it's pretty much all there is to it. So there's also some functions and some stuff that I will show you. If this happened or if that happened, what happened, this kind of thing. So enough explaining, so let's go straight into the game. I'm just going to go straight into it. Click on it. It will bring you to this page. So this is the main page for the Ghost Shooter game. It's pretty simple, but when you click on the start game, it will just straight up start the game. So let's go. Okay, first of all, I'm going to demonstrate what will happen if you were to I guess not shoot and just just collide with the ghost. So let's go. Let's show you. I'll show you now. So as you can hear, there's like a sound effect as well. So this is what happens when I don't shoot and I don't kill the ghost. So it's game over. So there's the restart game right in the middle. So if you're wondering what's the top at the top of the screen, there's a return to apps/games selection. So this pretty much goes, I guess this pretty much brings you back to the app/game selection or navigation page. So let's not do that yet. So let's click on the start game, and now I'm going to show you what will happen if I manage to kill the ghost. Okay. So it will take roughly around 2 to 3 shots. So 1, 2, okay, it's 2 shots. So it will say ghost killed, and it will give you the option to restart the game. So you restart the game, and it's pretty much the same thing again. So kill the ghost, and it will say ghost killed, and if you don't shoot, and you got I guess killed by the ghost, and it says game over. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, but the coding or the block that went into this game, this simple looking game, is pretty complicated, at least for me. But nevertheless, that's pretty much it for this app. Like it's not anything interesting or anything, but yeah. So let's click on the return to apps/game selection button. So let's move. Okay, so let's see, what do we have next? Let's go for the calculator next. So for a calculator, it's pretty simple. Like I don't need to explain it that much. So it's just a calculator, simple little calculator. So I'm going to, I guess, explain each button. So first we have the C, or the red C. The red C is pretty much, it's just everyone knows, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like clear button. So okay, let's give an example. Okay, let's say I have the numbers in. I type the numbers in, and I want to clear it. I don't want to like clear it one by one. I want to clear all of it at the same time. So just press on C, and voila, everything will be cleared out. So that is the function for the C, the red C. For example, you wanna go for a -9. So put the 9 first, and then you put the negative, and you have the -9 right there. So put the 9 first, and then the negative, and then you have a -9 there. Okay, and then let's give an example of -9 plus 9. So you get the answer 0, right? Okay, so the next one we have the modulus, or the percentage symbol here. So it's pretty much like the modulus. It's pretty much like the what should we call it? So the modulus pretty much finds. So next we have the modulus symbol, or the modulus button. So the modulus button, or operator pretty much just finds the remainder when one integer is divided by another. So pretty much, for example, 9 modulus by 9, it will be 0.81. So yeah, that's pretty much for modulus. Now next we have the division. So for division, let's say we want to divide 10 divided by 2, and we have 5. Okay, and then next we have the times, 9 times 5, we have the 45, and then we have the minus, 6 minus 5, we have 1, 3 plus 3, we have 6, and there's also this button, the arrow pointing to the left. So this arrow pointing to the left is when you want to clear the numbers without clearing all of it. You want to clear it one by one, I guess. So we just tap on it, and we'll clear one by one. So yeah, and lastly we have the what should we call it, the decimal symbol. So the decimal, so next So next we have the decimal point, or the decimal symbol. So decimal is pretty much just a point. So 3.5 plus 5, we have 8.5. So that's pretty much it. And honestly, I think that's pretty much it for the calculator. I mean, when you get the 8.5, you could like straight up just if you wanna times it by 5, you could just straight up do it. So you don't need to like input the 8.5 back in again. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it for calculator. So let's move on to the next app. So we have done Ghost Shooter, we have done calculator. Now let's move on to Rubik's Cube. So Rubik's Cube is just a Rubik's Cube, a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So at the top here, where you can see me pointing, this is the timer, and this timer will start when I press on the start button right at the bottom of the screen. So when I press the start button, it will shuffle all of the cube. I mean, there's only one cube, but it will shuffle the cube for you to solve it. So let's try pressing start. So I will show you what happens after you solve the cube as well. So let's press the start. So as you can see, it shuffles the cube and it starts the timer. So I will try solving it, and I'll get back to you later to show you what will happen after after you solve the cube. So as you can see, this is what it will show if you finish solving the cube, the Rubik's Cube. So it will say congratulations, and it will say completed in how many minutes you make it or you solved it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You click on OK, and you could start again if you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you decided, like when you start and you decided, oh, I don't want to play, you could just click on reset, and it will reset everything, and just it will be back to like when you click or when you open it, when you first open it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Rubik's Cube. Now let's move on to our final app, our final game. So now we're gonna move on to Whack a Waff. So Whack a Waff, it's a pretty goofy game that I made. So when you click on it, it will bring you to this page. So this is where the game will be played. So over here we can see the timer. So this is the timer, and the picture right in the middle is where what you need to where you need to tap to get the score. Every time you tap on it, it will be randomly all over the place when you start tapping on it. So it's pretty much like a point game. When I start playing, you will understand how it works. So on the right side here, on the bottom, we can change the difficulty. So easy is slower, normal is just normal speed, and hard is the fastest speed we have, or the fastest the hardest difficulty that we have, which is like pretty much just faster than any of the other two. So the score will increase from 0, of course. It will increase every time we click on that photo of mine, and when you want to reset the score, you click on the reset button. So I'm just going to demonstrate how it will work and everything. So let's go normal mode. And like I said, the 30 over here is the timer. So we have 30 seconds, and let's start now. Like you can see, it spawns randomly every time you tap on it, or if you don't tap on it, for example, I let it be, it will just randomly spawn or randomly just pop out everywhere. I guess like based on the time interval of like the difficulty. So if I'm not wrong, normal is 1000 millisecond, easy is 1500, and hard is 500 millisecond. So yeah. So after you're done, after the timer runs out, it will say nice, and it will say your score in 30 seconds is whatever you get for your score. So yeah, cool. Click on cool, and then the picture will spawn back to the middle. So when you want to play again, you just click on reset, and everything will be resetted again, and you can choose the difficulty again. So when you're playing, if you noticed, when you start playing, the difficulty cannot be changed. So yeah, you can only be changed when you reset. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my app. There's no or my apps and games, because there's not really any other apps that I've done. So I've only done 4. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for me.